YouTube, what is going on, guys? And today I'm bringing you a brand new video. And today I know what the fuck is this guy doing on my screen? What the fuck? Alright, as you guys know, I'm big into wrestling and I'm also big into games. But this channel originally started out just as a nerd thing, and that's what I want to continue it to be, nerd thing. I will watch anime probably now about probably 4 times a week, probably. If I can. But I'm big into Pokemon. Pokemon is one of the all-time my favorite things. I've watched every episode of Pokemon up until X and Y. Black and White, I thought was the absolute worst series ever. But I thought, you know what? Black and White as a game wasn't the best. It was probably the worst Pokemon game. And so I thought, okay, you know what? I can get into maybe X and Y. You know what? No. They shit the bed royally. Fucking royally. I've got like 5 episodes in and I can't fucking watch that piece of shit. That is an absolute piece of shit. Now, these are the top 5 things that need to happen in the Pokemon Sun and Moon anime to bring it back to its proper form. And before anyone says it, remember, I have watched every fucking Pokemon anime. I watched the fucking Orange Islands, bitch. The Orange Islands. Fuck Tracy. But, again, you're asking yourself, who this motherfucker? These are one of the things that need to happen. Ash needs to have decent fucking rivals. This motherfucker is a piece of shit. But don't even get me started on this son of a bitch. He's an absolute piece of shit. He's worse than Richie. This is a fantastic rival for Ash. He's a fucking amazing rival. You want to punch Gary in his dumb face for how he talks to Ash. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe Gary is probably the greatest rival out there. But he's still a piece of shit for the way he talks to Ash. But is also a cocky dick by sometimes always backing up that he's always better than Ash. But now, he's not even really a rival anymore. They occasionally have the battles in the anime. And last time I believe they saw each other was for Diamond and Pearl. I don't think they've seen each other. I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched Black and White. And Black and White, I barely watched. I could barely get through Black and White. But he's an excellent rival. But he's not actually the best most recent. Motherfucker is the best rival they have come up with since Gary. I'm not joking here. This motherfucker is a piece of shit. But he backed up his shit. This guy treated people like ass and his Pokemon like ass. And it showed in his Electakid, then to an Electabuzz, and then to his Electrike. But, this man was the best rival to come out in a way recent memory. Who do you got? Who do you got as competition though? You got Trip, a piece of shit. Barry, what the fuck is he doing? Alan, that isn't fucking hard to do. Nando, the fuck? Like, who the fuck? Nando's a tool. Morrison, all these fucking tools. Paul is actually a serious contender. He does not joke around. So yes, one key to bringing back Pokemon to its former fucking glory is Ash needs to have better rivals. Like Paul, like Gary, like that son of a bitch Richie. He ruined his dreams. They can say they're friends, but they aren't. Richie knocked his ass out of the Pokemon League. Alright, let's get into number 4. I want you to look at this, alright? I want you to look at this. Because look how many fucking Pokemon he's got here. And they only come out in fucking rare occasions that he only brings Pokemon back. Alright? This fucking roster is so deep. He needs to bring back Pokemon more. And fine, I know what you're saying right now. But then he can't capture Pokemon in the Aloha region. You know what? The Aloha region, fine. Fine. If you don't want to go this route, but let Ash capture a shit ton of Pokemon. Let him go balls to the walls and start capturing Pokemon. He wanted to set out to be the very best. To be the very best, you gotta catch them all. The Pokemon's fucking slogan is gotta catch them all. And if your fucking main mascot can't do that, Nintendo, the fuck? I get it that you... Listen, I get it that one spot on the team always has to go to this little guy. I get it. Oh, one has always got to be set for him. But you know what? Why can't fucking Sceptile over here come on the team? Why can't he? Why the fuck can he not come on the team more often? Fine. Fine. You don't like Sceptile? Why can't fucking Torterra over here come on? Or Infernape. Look at this. You can argue that Infernape's one of his strongest Pokemon without Mega Evolution. And considering that shit's being almost abandoned, basically, it looks like in the Aloha region. The fuck? He's got such a deep roster here. And fine, you can have, but just let him transfer more Pokemon. It's such an easy thing to do. They let him capture Pokemon like this motherfucking Scraggy and let him keep that and Palpitoad and all that shit. Like half of those two fucking suck. And keep in mind, he still has Pokemon that aren't even here. He's got Squirtle, Butterfree, and Pidgeot that aren't even here yet. Now, Butterfree, you can argue, is probably long fucking gone. He's got so many babies, it's not even funny. But I just simply want these Pokemon to come back more often. Episode 651, A Familiar Family Blends, I believe is what the episode's called. I believe, and I know I got the number right because it was one of my favorite episodes from Diamond and Pearl. Listen, Diamond and Pearl was such a great anime. The game, but the anime was fucking great. They continued with an amazing anime. They just gotta bring more Pokemon. I'm not saying that he can't capture Pokemon in the Aloha region, but always have just like, why can't, he has one, Pikachu always, maybe he has one always rotating Pokemon, like every other gym he switches one out. Okay, first one he can take a Sceptile, next one he can take a fucking Torkoal, next one he can take Snorlax, then he can take fucking Charizard. He can take Glalie in the next one, then to Staraptor, you know, then to Muck, and then at the fucking Pokemon League he can just go balls to the walls and bring whatever the fuck he wants out. Get your team on it. And 4Kids, fucking just make a good anime. Alright, we're moving on to number 3. I swear to God, if they bring back this bitchin' team, I swear to God, okay, you can argue this motherfucker's helpful, because he is. This man's a helpful motherfucker. But is he entertaining in the slightest? No. He's useless. He is a useless fucking helper. He's great. Like, he's a great helper, but he's not entertaining in the fucking slightest, and he's annoying. He's an annoying little son of a bitch. And then you got this girl that's fucking another annoying, useless character. And then everyone, oh, Serena's such a great person. No, she's fucking not. She's terrible. She's fucking terrible. Listen, this is number 3. So, what is number 3? You ask? It is to fucking get a better team. And you know who it starts with? Do you know who it starts with? Yes, who? Who does it start with? I guarantee you not these 3 fucks. I can build you my fucking dream team. Now say what you want about this man, but this man fucking helps. He cooks. He does almost everything. And he's got badass Pokemon to back him up. He's awesome. He's awesome. He does everything. You don't need any more help, Ash. Sure, you gotta have the female. Okay. Alright. I get it. You have to have a female. But for the love of God, just, I don't even know. I'm not gonna say bring back Misty because that's way too easy and everyone's gonna say you're just a fanboy of the original. No, I actually don't think. I think, yes, the originals were the best, but because it had the most, it was just good. It had the best writing, it had the best everything. Now, I'm not to say that Johto Journeys is right up to par with it, and I actually think Diamond and Pearl as an anime and Battle Frontier is up to par with that. You know why? Because they had this motherfucker. Diamond and Pearl was without a doubt probably the best anime since the original. Since the original, not Johto, not Battle Frontier, since the original. It had this guy who fucking did everything. Everything. He was good. And you know what? They had excellent rivals. Now, granted, they didn't bring back Pokemon that much, but he did do it eventually, I think, in the Pokemon League. As I think I remember him bringing back, I want to say Muck? Or Kingler, maybe. I can't remember. But this guy did everything well. Honestly, if you want my best team, I would bring back Dawn. Or even May with Brock. But do not bring back fucking Serena. And that dumb fucking kid and his fucking sister. No, it's a terrible idea. Brock needs to come back. That is honestly your number one priority. You need Brock back. 2 series. Maybe Brock makes the series or breaks it, but this man does it all. You need him back, and you need him back now. So, let's move in to number 4 now. We're on to number 4 now. Alright, now, number 4. Ash needs to actually fight a legendary. Now, in my opinion, he should catch one. I think Ash should capture a legendary. And I'm not telling you that he has to capture the main, I'm not saying that he has to capture one of the big 2 in the new anime. There's like fucking like shaman that come in out of fucking nowhere and they aren't that like hard. Like they aren't that super duper powerful. Let him have a legendary. And my personal opinion, they need to capture the majestic beast that is on your screen right now, Ho-Oh. The first Pokemon that he saw out on his Pokemon journey was Ho-Oh. And they have been laying the groundwork out for I don't know how many years. Let him battle with Ho-Oh. And I'm saying this not on a movie or anything. Let him do it on an actual just anime show. Fine, if he doesn't capture it, I don't think it would do him any good. Just to fight one, he's fought legendaries all the time. He fought, I didn't say fight, but if you look at the Hoopa movie, it was like him versus all the fucking legendaries in the world. But Ho-Oh is a perfect choice. It was his first Pokemon he ever saw out on the Pokemon journey. And it's an excellent, excellent choice, I kid you not, for him to capture his first legendary with. It's an excellent idea that simply needs to be capitalized on. And if you can't do Ho-Oh, I get it. He's a really rare Pokemon, but what you can do is let him do one of the very popular legendaries, like Shaman. Shaman? I don't know how to really pronounce it, but Shaman. The little fucking tree thing. Not that rare, not that spectacular. And it's just a nice little Pokemon to at least say Ash has owned a legendary. Or owns a legendary in his collection. Alright, we're moving on to number 5. Now, in case you haven't gotten on this list, it's always going to be somewhat realistic. If you haven't gotten the feel for that yet. And granted, the legendary is not that realistic, but it is possible, I think, for him to do. And number 1 is something that I would have never put on this list, but doing some research, according to the producers of the Pokemon anime, they are probably going to suddenly, in the Sun and Moon, make him 14 instead of 10. They are going back and forth between this idea, and I think it's something that desperately needs to be done. Now, granted, he's not going to be super old now. You're going to connect with more of your audience. Okay, because, granted, alright, let's just face this right off the bat. Pokemon has seen a resurgence with kids in the trading cards. I don't know why, but it has. And Ash, at some point, you're going to continue with the people that own the game and have continued to play with the games throughout their entire lives. And 14's a nice, healthy basic, because he's a teenager. He's not like a full-blown, like, he's still a kid, but he's more knowledgeable instead of this 10-year-old that's been 8 for I don't know how fucking long, 10 for I don't know how fucking long. I don't know why I said 8, but he's been 10 for fucking ever. And 14's a nice healthy basic, and it will show that yes, he is aged finally. So, now, like I said, I want it to be realistic, and I think this is realistic now with the producers of actually talking about doing it. It needs to be done for the sake of doing it. It's going to put so much argument to rest, and it just will be better. It will be a better show because of it. Now, in case you forgot what needs to be done about to make the Pokemon anime great. First, bring back good rivals, or make a good rival. Paul was a dick. He was a jerk to its Pokemon and gave up on Chimchar, and Ash never gave up on Chimchar, and Infernape is arguably his strongest Pokemon now, if you don't account for Mega Evolution. Number 2, Ash needs to fucking use some of his other Pokemon. Like I said, in the Aloha region, he can have 4 Pokemon from the Aloha region at his team on all times. But instead of him capturing another fucking bird because he definitely doesn't need it, why don't you have him have a Pokemon from his past with him at all times? From each gym, and he does it for the 8 gyms. He always switches them out. He would do it. I don't care. You could do it every like 4 or 5 episodes. He switches out the Pokemon and switches them out. Do you not think these Pokemon ever get pissed off? They do. And this guy needs to continue to let his other Pokemon battle. Number 3. For the love of God, bring Brock back, get Serena and the other douche and his sister off my goddamn television. They aren't good sidekicks. He's the guy, it's helpful, but he's useless at everything else. He's smart, but that's about it. Brock can do all the jobs of his team right now and won. He knows Pokemon. He knows how to take care of them. He knows how to cook. He knows how to do everything. He knows how to navigate. This man's a fucking genius. Brock needs to come back, and they need to bring back, I think, May or Dawn for the Aloha region, but that's highly unlikely. Them probably bringing Serena is most likely going to be the case, but for the love of God, bring back Brock. But don't bring back Serena. I'm telling you, don't bring back that bitch. And coming in at number 4, Ash needs to capture a legendary in this series. Now, again, like I said, this wanted to be realistic. I think it's possibly realistic. Let him capture not that powerful of a legendary, but let him do something with it. I'm telling you, like a shaman or something. Make a legendary like that for him to capture. It's cool just for Ash to say he finally owns a legendary Pokemon. And number 5, let this fucking man grow up. So, yeah, guys. I think that's a pretty decent list. This video is going to be pretty long. I don't know after I edit it and shrink it down. I don't know. Right now I was at, I don't even know. I was at 38 minutes right now. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this type of content. Remember, and if you didn't, I'm sorry. I want to continue doing nerdy stuff like this. Anime is going to be I think, going forward, a big thing of the channel. I want to bring back the Nerds View podcast. Really badly, but just it's a matter of time that I would have to put into it, and there's really no gaming news, and not that many people, watch wrestling, and then it's just me, and I might do it still, but and yeah, I'm excited for the future, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed making this a lot, and whoever said I overreacted, I fucking do not overreact when it comes to my goddamn Pokemon. I watched this shit as a child. You know what I did when I was young? I got home from school. I watched Pokemon. I watched Static Shock. And then I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! That was my jam. Don't I trust you ever. Remember, don't let Pokemon ever leave you. But that's where I'm going to end this video, guys. Remember to like, favorite, share, comment, and most importantly, subscribe for brand new content, guys. I want to continue to see this channel grow, and actually he's been getting a little bit more subscribers, and it means a lot to me. So thank you guys so much. But if you could, hit that share button, share it on all your social medias, or just share it with your friends. It would mean the world to me. And thank you guys for taking the time to watch this lengthy video, and thank you so much, YouTube. Have a wonderful day. See you later.